Hello YouTube, my name is Fez, and in this video we are going to be talking about the basics of hunters in PvP. In this video we will talk about our stats priority, reforging, gemming, talents, glyphs, pets, and finally rotation. Keep in mind that this is a basic guide for those that are just learning how to play a hunter or just getting into PvP with a hunter, if not PvP at all. Most of our damage comes from our pets, so we need to learn to have a good control of our pets, prioritize our pet skills, and learn to time our cooldowns well. Our stat priority is 1. PvP resilience, 2. Agility, 3. PvP power, 4. Mastery, 5. Critical, and finally 6. Haste. For reforging, cap range hit at 3%, try to get as close as possible without going under. Cap expertise at 3% without going under as well. Get as much mastery as possible. Why mastery? Mastery and crit are both very close together to do around the same amount of damage. The difference is that since mastery increases pet damage, for BM it makes your burst a lot stronger than crit would. If the piece has mastery and crit, leave it like that. If the piece has mastery and haste, turn the haste into hit or expertise. If the piece has mastery and hit or expertise, turn the hit into expertise if you need less hit and more expertise, and vice versa. If the piece has crit and haste, turn the haste into mastery. If the piece has crit and hit or expertise, turn the crit into mastery if you are not hit capped or expertise capped. But if you are capped, turn the hit or expertise into mastery if it's not going to take you below cap. For example, if you are at 3.14% hit chance to level 90s, do not reforge out of the hit. If the piece has haste and hit or expertise, turn the haste into mastery. In rare cases, a piece will have hit and expertise, but if it does, get rid of the one that you have the most and turn it into mastery. Of course, do not go under cap. If you are still not capped after reforging, go ahead and reforge the crit and mastery pieces from crit to hit or expertise depending on what you need. Gems. In the red slots we have a gem called Lucent. It gives you 80 agility and 160 resilience. This is an orange gem. You can get a Lucent Vermilion Onyx or a perfect Lucent Tiger Opal. For the blue slots we have Vivid, which is a gem that gives you 160 PvP power and 160 PvP resilience. It's a green gem and you can get a Vivid Wild Jade or a perfect Vivid Alexandrite. For the yellow slots, we have a yellow gem called Mystic, which gives you 320 PvP resilience. You can buy a Mystic Sun's Radiance or a perfect Mystic Sunstone. If you are a Jewel Crafter, use your Jewel Crafter gems on your red slots with full agility gems. If you are a blacksmith, put your Mystic gems in your extra slots. For talents, in the level 15 tier, Post Haste is very useful against classes and comps that have a lot of roots, or classes that rely on their gap closer abilities to stay on you. Narrowscape is very good against classes and comps that do not have freedoms, since it is not a magic ability and cannot be dispelled. Also very good as peels for your teammates. Crouching Tiger Hidden Chimera is the most general one of the three, and is useful in most situations and against more classes. In the level 30 tier, Silencing Shot is the superior talent, thanks to the short cooldown, no focus cost, and is also off the global cooldown. Next in line would be Binding Shot, which is an awesome ability if it's used in the right place and time. Very good for kiting and peels, especially against melee. Wyvern Sting is not the best choice in this patch, unless you are playing with other hunters and can coordinate CC well. This ability will be a lot more attractive next patch with a lower cooldown and no focus cost, also with the Silencing Shot nerf. In the level 45 tier, Acceleration is the best choice if not the only choice for the current state of PvP. Burst is out of control right now and you need this type of survival cooldowns to stay aggressive. Don't forget this ability can also be reset with Readiness. In the level 60 tier, Thrill of the Hunt is my talent choice, since it allows me to cast Cobra Shot a lot less while keeping up a good damage via Arcane Shot. Dire Beast is not a bad choice if you like a less RNG playstyle. In the level 75 tier, Blink Strike is my talented choice. Since it does a good amount of damage as BM, with a short cooldown and allows my pet to get a target in a different platform much easier and faster. Link's Rush. This ability is very strong in a 1v1 situation, but other than that it's not very reliable. Finally, in the level 90 tier, Glaive Toss is my talent choice as BM, since it allows me to stay on the move and does a pretty good amount of damage, while having a short cooldown and low focus cost. Power Shot is also a good choice, very good for burst, but not very reliable on moving targets, or when getting targeted a lot. For glyphs, in the majors, Camouflage is a good glyph that allows you to get the opener 90% of the time. Disengage can be used to jump up to platforms such as in the one in the Dalaran Sewers Arena and the Temple of Kot Mogu Battleground. Explosive Trap is the most fun glyph of them all in my opinion, and I have it on almost at all times except in arenas when we don't have platforms. Mark for Death is very good to keep up your hunter's mark on your targets at all times. Master Skull is also good for classes that depend on slows and routes to stay on you or to burst. Pathfinding is very good if you are very good at using your aspect of the cheetah at the right time. Also a must for leveling since it also increases your mount speed. Solace is a must when doing arenas with a comp that has a lot of dot spreading or dots in general. For miners, aspect of the cheetah is a must for PvP. Stampede is very good when you want to stampede with 5 Spirit Bees to heal you, but you still want other pets in your arsenal for other things such as B-Res and CC. Let's talk about pets. Specs. For your main or most used pet, spec Ferocity for the instant res. You can spec 1 or 2 pets in your arsenal as Cunning for the pet sack. The rest have them as Ferocity for the extra damage. Specific pets. The Spirit Beast has a heal for you on a short cooldown. When you have many Spirit Beasts, you can swap them and get a heal more often. The Crane has a 4-second sleep that can be used to CC other targets or CC an enemy that stunned you to completely negate the stun. Shell Spiders have a 3-second stun with a short cooldown. Keep in mind that this DRs Intimidation. Devil Swords have a healing reduction ability which will save you a global cooldown by not having to keep up your Widow Venom. Spiders and Siliphids have a range 5-second route with a short cooldown. Quillins have an instant V-Res. You can stack this pet to V-Res a friend or a pocket healer many times. Check out this video I made on it. Stampede. For Stampede you can take the glyph if you want to stack 1 pet but still be able to switch to other pets for more utility. The only pet I would stack is the Spirit Beast for the instant heal. When assembling your Stampede, the pets that you want have to give you all possible buffs and debuffs to burst, and CC to keep the target in place and CC other targets. Do not stack same pets that have CC, since they will all use it on the same target. Pets that give you buffs are Wolves, Devil Sword, Hydras, and Quillin give you a 5% crit chance. Cats and Spirit Beasts give you Mastery. Siliphids give you 10% stamina. Water Striders give you 10% spell power and 5% crit. Corehounds give you Time Warp. Shell Spider give you stats. Pets that debuff your enemy are Devil Swords reducing healing. Ravagers, Boars, Rhinos, and Worms increasing physical damage taken by 4%. Sporebats, Corehounds, and Goats reduce casting speed. Wind Serpents increase magic damage taken by 8%. Carrion Birds and Bears reduce damage done by 10%. Foxes reduce attack speed. Raptors and Tailstriders reduce armor. Pets that give you utility are Spirit Beasts that give you a self-heal. The Crane gives you a 4-second CC, the Basilisk gives you a 3-second Cyclone, the Spider and Siliphids give you a 5-second Root, Scorpions and Birds of Prey give you a Disarm, Moths and Gorillas give you an Interrupt. My common Stampede consists of 2 to 3 Spirit Beasts for the heal, 1 Devil Sword for the MS debuff, and 1 Shell Spider or Raptor. Now let's talk about rotation. When bursting, send your pet in and start with a Serpent Sting or Hunter's Mark. pop Rapid Fire, Bestial Wrath, your unused PvP damage trinket, and Stampede all together. Hit Kill Command, Blink Strike, and Glaive Toss on cooldown, and your procs on Thrill of the Hunt, or use Dire Beast if you picked it. Do not use your Focus Fire stacks until after you're done bursting. After that, you can Readiness and do it all over again while Stampede is still up. When not bursting, Hunter's Mark and send your pet in. Apply Serpent Sting and keep it up by a Cobra Shot or by reapplying it if drowning in focus. Hit Blink Strike, Glaive Toss, and Kill Command on cooldown, in that priority. Use your Thrill of the Hunt procs or Dire Beast while waiting on focus and cooldowns, and use Cobra Shot and Focus Fire when you do not have anything left and no focus for your abilities. So that was my little basic BM Hunter PvP guide. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to leave me a like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to keep up with my latest content, please like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. As always, thanks for watching and good hunting.
This is Charm. Chicken heck. Go hard on this guy, Rose.
Stampede.
I'm gonna Fear Warrior.
Super hard on that.
Fear Warrior. He's not gonna get out of it.
He's not.
Kill. I killed him. Kill.
Okay.
Yes.